friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ashley Morris, the owner and lead tutor at amtutors.com, where we specialize in one-on-one virtual math tutoring for middle school and high school students. Now, equations. We've been talking about them for the last two videos. This is video 3 of at least 4 where we talk about equations. And the cool thing is you already know what to do for this one. It's just putting a lot of steps together. And I feel like that's what a lot of math is. You learn something new, maybe you add a little bit to it, and then you just start putting pieces together. So I feel like that's a lot of stuff in this video. We are going to solve multi-step equations, but in this case, the variable is always going to be on one side. The next video, they'll be on both sides. But what you're going to do is you're going to simplify each side by distributing and combining like terms. If you can. Sometimes you can't, but that's the first step. Simplify, then get the variables on one side if they are on two separate sides. Here, they're always on the same side. Then it's going to look like a two-step equation. Once you do the combining, like the distributing, the combining, and then collecting all your variables, it's just a two-step equation, maybe 3 steps, but it's pretty much what we've been doing. So let's look and see how that works. So this number 1, step 1, distribute, combine. So let's distribute this 4, 3x, positive 4 times positive 2x is positive 8x, positive 4 times 3 is 12, and there's a negative in there, so make sure you pay attention to that. So we distribute, now we combine, 8 plus 3 is 11. Don't forget the x with that 11. Ta-da! It's a two-step equation. We haven't done anything new, really. Distribute, combine, and now we have a two-step equation. So we're going to change colors, because why not? We're going to add 12 to both sides. Undo addition and subtraction first. We get negative 55. Divide by 11. And if we have time, I would check it, but I don't want to make my video too long. But you can always plug it back in and check it. Always a good idea. Number 2, oh, I love this one. That negative in front of the parentheses, it's an invisible negative 1. So we need to distribute that negative 1. So 9 minus x plus 3. Combine like terms. So 9 plus 3 is 12. Two-step equation again. So we're going to subtract 12. Negative x equals negative 10. Divide by that, again, it's an invisible 1 in there if you want to throw that in there. So divide by negative 1, and you get x equals 10. And always check before you turn in your work. All right, here, we're going to distribute this negative 2. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. Those negatives, they can get you if you're not being careful. Negative 6x and 6x. When I combine those, I just get 0. So all my variables in this one have disappeared. That means it's either no solution or all real numbers. Let's keep going to find out. Negative 4 minus 9 is negative 13. Does that equal 5? No, it does not. So this would be no solution. If it were equal, like if you got rid of all your variables, like if that canceled and you somehow had like a plus 5, so you ended up like this with 5 on each side, then it would be all real numbers. And we abbreviate that with an R, like our super bold R. Sometimes we write it with 2 bars. Sometimes you just write it really bold. So if you get a true statement, it's all real numbers. If you get a false statement, it's going to be no solution. So that's something that funky can happen if all your variables disappear. All right, now I want you to pause and try these two and then come back. So let's see. I'm going to do this one now that you've paused and done it on your own, right? All right, so we're going to distribute. 3 times 9 is 27. Be careful with your signs. Negative 3 plus 3, that's gone. So 12 minus 27, that's negative 15. Hey, that's all real numbers. It was a true statement. Now this next one, let's distribute this negative 3. Be really careful on ones like this. Pay extra careful attention to that negative 3. A lot of people like to circle it. So you get negative 12x. Most people get that. It's the negative 3 times the negative 1 that people miss. And they'll forget that there's a negative times a negative there. So just be careful with that. Now let's combine like terms. This gives me a negative 6x. This gives me a 15. Subtract 15 from both sides. I am not a fan of doing these in my head. I often make silly mistakes if I don't show all my work. So I like to show every step, and your teacher will appreciate it as well, because if you make a mistake, we can find the mistake. If you just write your answer and it's wrong, we cannot help you. We cannot give you partial credit. It's just wrong. Show your work. It really does help, I promise. So I got 5 for that one. And again, I would absolutely go back and check these by plugging that 5 in for X and working it all out. I just don't have time on a video to do it. It'll cut me off. So yeah, I hope that helps. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, ring the bell, all those things depending on where you're watching this. And let us know if you have any questions. You can comment on our videos. Also, if you need extra practice, we have worksheets in the Teacher Pay Teacher store. It's in the link either in the comments or the description or in my bio, depending on where you're watching this. And they're $1 for the answers and the worksheet, so you can check your work. And I hope you have a great day. Good luck, y'all. Bye.